American Tail, Fievel goes west. Like every video game based off movies, the simple plot is basically about Fievel and his family live in America. If you've seen the first movie, he does get separated from his parents, but thanks to his friends like Tony, Sabroni, which is the mouse, and his beloved cat friend, and Tiger, or as a vegetarian, and teams up and go out on an adventure and find his family. This sequel is based off the film. As you can tell, this game does have original parts from the film. You're playing Fievel Mousewitch, which is the only character to play in this game. We have to collect coins for extra lives. And in every game there's a time limit. And there's 3 hearts when Fievel would lose all of them and lose a life. And you have to shoot those golden cubes. And that has Tiger's symbol on there and get an extra life and shoot more blocks to get more coins. And there are enemies like the cats you've seen. Fire or to put out with water. Or most likely rattlesnakes, scorpions, and some even birds as enemies in this game. There's like 15 stages in this game. And the bosses in this game are pretty easy. What you just seen for a few seconds was that one-eyed cat from the movie. There are a few characters, like you see right now is Chef Riley Burp, but you only see him during each end of the levels. Those once you beat the levels and get high scores, and he'll congratulate you on your wonderfulest work. Don't mind the unskippable commercials. Anyways, there's several levels that are based off the movies, and some of the characters you've seen in the Scream, including Tiger, only appeared in the opening stage. There's like the sewer stage, the train stage, ignore that. And right on those minecarts that almost reference to Donkey Kong. And I almost forgot to mention the graphics look amazingly good. The film only came out in 1991, which means this game came out in 1994, nearly 3 years during the movie. Not to mention, you had to be careful to not fall into bottomless pits, and how frustratingly hard it gets. Not to mention the music sounds a little bit too cheerful and most likely on the bland side. But the game is still pretty good and looks pretty fun. Between the bosses, which I already said before, are pretty interesting and fun. The characters are exactly like in the movie, and not unplaceable characters are not from the movie. Unfortunately, there's about 5 worlds? 5 worlds in this game? The next stage are pretty much in a desert. Are shooting scorpions, snakes, more birds. avoiding quicksand. Lizard. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you get to the final stage where you have to face Caterwall, the final boss, the main villain, one from the movie. And his main goal is to trick all mice in a place called Green River, which tells them a simple lie that cats and mice help each other and there's peace. That he would obviously trick them to turn them into mouse burgers, just like in the movie. But those of you already remember the movie pretty well, as much as I do. Supposed to show that Fievel and his friends, Green Sheriff Ivory Burp, voiced by the legendary and final role James Stewart, and the most likely Tiger, voiced by the famous actor Dum DeLuise. God rest his soul, that great actor. So it goes to Jimmy Stewart. Also, you had to use invisibility. You need to make you go invisible. Kind of like Mario, but only lasts for like a few seconds. You don't have to fight all the enemies all the time, but just to avoid them. And get towards the end of the level. I do like the graphics in this game pretty well. Too bad the backgrounds in this game are kind of on the bland side. But at least in the final battle you do fight Caterwall. But unfortunately for a final battle, it's plainly easy to take him out right away without a problem. All he does is throw his hat right at you. So you can jump on it or jump on the stairs to shoot right at him. Pretty much the easiest boss battle ever. Do this several times and he is done with. And here's the Mouse Squid's family, which you can only see there until the end of the game. Which I find a little bit disappointing that these characters don't appear much in the game as much as they do in the movie. But nonetheless, this game is downright pretty good. This game does have like the several resemblance from the movie. But you can easily beat this game in less than like 50 minutes or like what shows the timer right there, or 26 minutes. But this is one of the greatest NES game, Super Nintendo games out there. But I always find the game over screen to be freaky and scary for young kids. And when you lose all your lives, you get a game over screen and you will lose all your continues. Because then you don't see set the mouse trap on Fievel if you lose all your lives. As a kid, like any youngsters out there that played this game before, and yes, I said youngsters because I'll be an old man and I'm talking about something like this when I'm older. But anyways, this game is one of the most successful, most fun games out there. So I give American Tail 5 Ghost West is a 7 out of 10. If you love these sorts of games, leave a like and subscribe and comment and more views of this video. This is Eli speaking. I'll see you around in the next video. Goodbye, me and my friends.